Welcome back to Aviation This Week. Today's edition is brought to you by Lavero Aviation, your aviation solutions provider. I'm John Robinson, editor of Wings and Helicopters, and this is your aviation news. Your top story, building max reach on the East Coast. Then Universal Helicopters of Goose Bay invest in 2 operations, and Agrisoma provides biofuel for an 11-hour United flight. We'll have all your aviation news after this quick message from our sponsor. As it currently faces production delays around the 737 aircraft, primarily because of supply chain issues in sourcing fuselage and engine components, the recent deployment of Boeing's 737 MAX generation is having a positive impact on Canadian aviation. Wings writer David Carr spoke with leaders from Boeing and Halifax International Airport Authority about this MAX impact. VP of Business Development Bert Vandersteeg describes the MAX as a game changer for Halifax International, the perfect size aircraft for their market. The narrow-body 174-seat MAX 8, for example, has a range of 6,570 kilometers and provides more than 20% greater fuel efficiency relative to the older 737-700 generation. The MAX is providing single-aisle transatlantic options for the likes of Air Canada and WestJet, a trend that should accelerate when the longer-range MAX 10 enters service, in addition to the Airbus 321neo LR to be leveraged by the likes of Air Transat. WestJet has orders for 23 MAX 7 and 12 MAX 10 aircraft, while Air Canada in April announced pushing delivery of 5 737 MAX aircraft forward 1 year to 2020. Part of the production difficulties can be traced to the MAX generation being the fastest airplane ramp-up in history. Boeing's Bob Michael explains the schedule reliability of the MAX is currently at 99.4%. the highest reliability of any new airplane 1 year into service. Universal Helicopters of Goose Bay, Newfoundland and Labrador made 2 significant investments in early September, beginning with taking a 49% interest in South Coast Helicopters of Fullerton, California. South Coast primarily provides services to the motion picture and commercial production industries. Days later, Universal announced the purchase of Lake Els Air of Terrace, BC, which includes a fleet of 12 aircraft, among other assets. Lake Els is to continue as a separate company with a leadership group headed by Universal President Shane Sir. Sir explains Lake Els makes Universal Canada's only coast-to-coast Indigenous-owned helicopter operator. Agrisoma Biosciences of Gatineau, Quebec partnered with United Airlines and World Energy on what is Agrisoma's second international commercial flight powered by biojet fuel made from Carinata seed oil. The 11-hour San Francisco to Zurich flight on a Boeing 787 departed on September 14th. The use of Carinata seed, according to Agrisoma, replaces 30% of the petroleum jet fuel needed for the flight. Earlier this year, Agrisoma, Qantas, and World Energy partnered on a trans-Pacific flight from Los Angeles to Melbourne using biojet fuel. Biojet fuel is made by harvesting tons of Carinata crop, crushing the grain to recover the oil, and refining that oil into jet fuel. This product raises questions about land use, but it signals a significant move towards sustainable fuel production, being led in large part by a Canadian company. This is Annex Business Media's Niche TV. Thanks again to our sponsor, Lavero Aviation, your aviation solutions provider. And make sure to tune in to our next episode on Friday, September 28th for the latest in aviation news.